Hi guys, welcome back to What's on My Plate. So for tonight I'm making a pasta salad with the bow tie pasta, farfalle. It's going to be delicious, you're going to love it, so let's get started. Okay, so to get started here, I'm using the bow tie pasta, which is called farfalle. I'm going to cook it al dente. I'm getting my water boiled right now, salting the water. And I'm going to cook the pasta, and while it's cooking, we're going to start preparing everything that goes inside this pasta salad. Okay, the water's boiling. I salted it. This is a 12-ounce bag of farfalle. Going to add this in. Cooking it al dente, okay, just for a few minutes. I'm going to drain it, put a little bit of olive oil on it so it doesn't stick, and set it aside until I'm done with chopping my vegetables. Okay, so I'm going to add red pepper, olives, artichokes, tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to chop up some feta cheese up, and then we're going to make a salad dressing to go over this pasta salad, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So you know, I have kalamata olives here, which are my favorite. I'm only going to use about a half a cup. You can chop them up if you want. Then I'm using the whole jar of artichoke hearts. It's not marinated, it's just artichoke hearts quartered. And I'm going to give it a rough chop. Then I'm going to use some cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to go ahead and cube some feta cheese. So we're going to get to those steps next. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, I have a pepper. We need about a half a cup of chopped pepper. Just dice it up. Okay. Just in little pieces. Okay, and then just dice it. Okay, so I'm just going to finish the pepper. It's probably going to be about a little over a half a cup of diced pepper. I have my little cherry tomatoes. You can cut them in half and add to the salad, but if you're making the salad, the pasta salad, the night before, just don't cut it up. So this is about a little over a half a cup of cherry tomatoes. You could put as many as you want, but the bow tie pasta, it just doesn't yield you that much pasta, so you don't want to just overload it with too much. Just a little bit of everything. So we're going to finish dicing this. I'm going to drain my artichokes. So again, these are unseasoned, quartered artichokes. I'm going to drain them and rough chop them. And I'm going to add about a half a cup of kalamata olives. They're pitted. You can also chop these up as well. And we're also going to do the feta cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and start draining this, and then we're going to rough chop this. That's the next step. Okay, so here's my quartered artichokes. You don't even have to rough chop them because they're already small enough, but I'm going to give it a little rough chop, just a little one. Okay, and then I'm going to take all these, add them to my bowl. Okay, and what we're going to do next is work on our feta cheese. You need a half a cup of feta cheese. So we're going to cut it up. Okay, and then I just kind of make them into little cubes. Just like that. Just do all of them. So this is about a half a cup. It might be a little more than a half a cup, but that's fine. Okay, just little cubes. Okay, and now this is gonna go into our, it's gonna go into our bowl at the end. I'm not putting it in right now. The cherry tomatoes are gonna go into our bowl, so it's about a half a cup. It's about a half a cup of cherry tomatoes, a half a cup of diced red pepper, a half a cup of pitted olives. You can use whichever olives you like. Add those to the bowl. And then what we're going to do next is we are going to work on our dressing. So that's the next step. Okay, so we're going to work on the dressing now. So what we need is 2 cloves of minced garlic. So just get your little container to mix it up in. Then you need about a half a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of salt, okay, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of ground onion, okay, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So add all that in there, and then we're going to add a half a cup of olive oil, okay, and then a quarter cup of white vinegar. Usually I use red, I just didn't have red, but the white's just fine. So add that in there, and then just put the lid on and shake it, and then refrigerate this for at least 5-10 minutes. So next time, you know, I usually make the dressing first and then I chop my vegetables. So this way it's refrigerated that whole time. So just shake it up, refrigerate this, and this tastes amazing. So I'm going to refrigerate this, I'm going to drain my pasta, and we're just going to put everything together. Okay, the pasta's drained. I'm just going to let it cool for a little bit, and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it and then mix it up just because I don't want it to stick together. And then I'm just going to leave it here for a few minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and put everything together. That'll be the next step. Okay, so we're going to start adding everything in here. So the pasta cooled off a little bit. I'm going to add it right inside. It's still steamy a little bit, but okay, so I'm going to mix this up. Okay. Then I'm going to add my half a cup of feta. I'm going to shake my dressing. Then pour it all over. Okay, mix it up again. And then this gets refrigerated. This could be made overnight. And it's absolutely delicious. It was just one thing I forgot to add to this, which I'm going to add in right now. Okay, the other thing I forgot to add was my cucumber. So I was just putting it together, and then I'm like, I'm missing my cucumber. So we need a half a cup of chopped up cucumber, and then mix that in here as well. Okay. And now everything is blended very well. And then all you need to do is refrigerate this. This is great for the next day. Just take it out of the fridge a few minutes before, because it's olive oil and it just gets a little bit more thicker when it's cold. But this is a perfect side dish. It's very delicious. I just made it the other day again for a party, and everyone devoured it. So thank you so much for watching what's on my plate. I'll give you a close-up. And this is definitely going to be my side tonight. So I'm excited about that. Thank you so much for watching what's on my plate. Enjoy.